Hey there, South Middle School. Testing, testing, testing. That's what testing, testing, testing. But, testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. The mic. Get it. Huh? What?
This one's short. Alright, no, we're good.
I'll take a pizza. I'll take a pizza and water. Oh, hey, wait. Can you add a popcorn with that too?
Focus on half court for camp.
Hello there, South Middle School. This is South Middle Broadcasting coming in from Furkan Siddiqui, and
Nathaniel Palmer.
today we have a great match. This is the first opening match for the Trojans basketball team. We have them against the Applemen Musselman. So we're going to start off the game. Here we have the starters setting up the game, and we're going up for a jump ball.
South of the ball, and number 3 for the layup, misses. 22 out to Kevin Hendricks.
Let me do Trojans.
It's a pass in for Musselman. Down the court he goes, gets stuck up by some South players. Back to number 10. That's a foul on South. Musselman's passing the ball in. Number 10 passes it 34 for the layup. It is no good. 35 at the 5 to the 34 for the jumper. Nope.
We have Evan Dees with the ball. Dees passing it to Kevin Hendricks. Hendricks passing it to Jordan. Jordan in for the 3. Evan goes in for the layup. Score. First point by the Trojans.
Now we have 10 going back around the court again. Musselman. We have 5. That's a stop by the refs.
It looks like it's going to be White's ball, Trojans. Timeout called by Musselman. Introducing the coaches for the Trojans, we have Coach Man that will be working on varsity and JV. We also have Coach Deeds. And also we have the Coach Puller, and he's going to be coaching for JV, and I hope to see like great methods by JV. I want to see what type of plays both coaches, co-coach and main coach, play for these JV players.
It's same for Con. I really think that this is a good match between for an opening game of the season for South and Musselman. I really do think that both teams have an equal game for them ahead, and we don't know who won yet. We're having some minor difficulties with the scoreboard right now, as you can see, but we'll get them figured out.
It looks like we're going to be back into play. And it's going to be Trojans ball starting off. Kevin Hendricks passes it from the sideline to Cordo. Cordo passes it to Hendricks. Hendricks into Cordo. Gordo makes the three-pointer.
10 into 5 down the court. Over to 11 for the layup. It is no good.
Blocked by Evan Deeds. Great block. First block of the season.
Mason passing it in for Musselman. Passes it past half court, and it's out of bounds on Musselman.
It's going to be White's ball. Got Hendricks passing it in to number 2, Cordo. Cordo shoots in for the 3. It's the backboard, doesn't make it. Dees gets the rebound, passing it to Hendricks. Hendricks in for this shot. It's green ball.
We have 11 passing it in. Austin McClure to Mason for the layup. It is good. Musselman's first point for the game.
Great layup by number 34. All right, another timeout has been called. It's still first quarter, and it's 4 minutes and 9 seconds on clock.
Yes.
Scoring stands 6 for Trojans, 2 for Musselman.
We have no fouls from Musselman and 2 for South.
So far, I'll say the game is good. The tactics that both teams are playing around here. I feel like Musselman could work on their offense a little bit and try to pass the ball and work throughout.
That is very true. Looks like Musselman was having a little bit of struggle coming into the game, but looks like now that they've scored their first point, they're starting to come back in more and redeeming themselves.
All right, we have started off from baseline. Hendricks passes it to Cordo, but ref stops them. Looks like Musselman Varsity's heading out. It's an official timeout because the scoreboard was broken. But it looks like we're about to get back into it. All right, starting off, Kevin Hendricks passing it to Cordell Wallace from the baseline. Cordell passes it to Hendricks. Cordell shoots in for the three, hits the rim.
Musselman rebound by Mason. Over to number 10.
We had Jakari passing it to Hendricks. Passing it to Jordan. And he misses up the lay.
Number 11 also gets the rebound to D'Angelo. Back to Mason. Tries to drive in, but he stops. Over to Julian. Back to Mason. But he's tripped by a South player.
The travel
on Musselman.
White's ball. Cordell Wallace passing it from baseline to Kevin Hendricks. D's with the screen on number 34. Hendricks still out on the 3 line. Passes it to Jakari. Passes it to Cordell Wallace. Cordell Wallace, the ball slips out through his hand, and it's Musselman's ball.
Austin into Julian. Back to Julian. Over to Austin again. Over to Mason in for the drive. But it's good for Musselman ball. Mason passing it in. Over to D'Angelo. But it's out on Musselman.
Slipped right through his hand. All right, we have Jordan, number 11, passing it from sideline. We have Hendricks with the ball. Hendricks passes it to Deeds. Deeds in for the three-pointer, and he gets the three-pointer. 3 points for Trojans.
We got Austin passing it into D'Angelo. Over to 22, Braden Price. Austin for the three, no good.
Hendricks with the rebound. Runs it up. Tries to bounce pass.
Steal by Musselman. Mason down the court. Out to D'Angelo for the three. It's no good. That is out on South Middle. Musselman ball. Mason passing it in from Musselman. Passes it a little far again. It's out on Musselman.
It is going to be Trojans' ball since of Musselman's failed pass. Passes it to Jordan. Jordan passes it to Hendricks. In for the shot and scores it. 2 points to the Trojans. It's 11-2.
We have Austin passing it in to D'Angelo. Down the court. Back to Austin. Down the court. Over to Julian. Driving in.
Jordan with the steal. Passes it all the way down to Hendricks. In for the layup. And that's foul. White's ball. Offensive foul. And it looks like it's going to be 2 shots for Kevin Hendrick. And it looks like both teams are going to switch out their players. So we have number 10, Xander, and for Jakari.
And then we have number 42, Mason Groshkup, and for Julian. Mason into D'Angelo. Oh, he got it out of the steal. We have Mason.
Trojans playing 3-2 defense.
In. Oh, drove in. No good.
We got Hendricks with the rebound. Passes it to Cordo. In for the 3-pointer. Almost hits the rim of it.
With Mason.
And it's a travel.
It's a travel.
White's ball. Travel on Musselman. Hendricks passing in from baseline. Switch it out with Deeds. Deeds passes into Cordo. Cordo tried to pass it to Deeds.
Now we have Braden going. Ooh.
Good steal by Evan Deeds. In for the left-hand layup and scores 2 points for the Trojans, 15-2.
D'Angelo on the court.
A steal by Jordan. In for the left-hand layup and scores another 2 points, 17-2. Great 2 steals.
We have
from
Austin into
Trojans.
D'Angelo once again. Mason down the court. Over to D'Angelo. For the 3, and it's no good.
Xander has the ball. Xander passes it to Hendricks. Bounce passes it to Jordan. Steal by number 11, Musselman.
We have Mason down the court from a steal.
We got Xander Dempster with the ball. Passes it to Hendricks. And that's the end of first quarter.
That is the end of the first quarter.
I'll be leaving out. Here we have Camden Exline.
Now, the score for the first quarter was 17-2, with South Middle with 17 and 2 for Musselman. Now, I do think that this game still was fair play for both teams, but I also want to think that I feel like Musselman needs to use the resources more and pass a little more and just like use a lot of like their teammates more. What do you think, Cam?
I agree, and Trojans have just stepped in on the defense and have stopped and stolen. And overall, the offense and the defense putting up points on the offense and just holding Musselman to 2 points in the first quarter. So we get ready to head into the second quarter here.
That's true, that's true.
Which one are you doing, Musselman or South? All right, shoot. I don't know the players.
13's Evan.
Yeah, I know that one.
11 Xander. 22.
I think he's Tucker. I think that's Tucker.
I don't know. Just the ones you don't know. The ones you don't know say numbers.
All right. So we get ready to welcome into the second quarter here. Camden Exline, Nathaniel Palmer, behind the camera, Caleb Exline. Here we go, getting ready to enter the second quarter.
Forgot to move that.
17-2 the score, period 2. Trojans to start with the ball. Kevin Hendricks to pass it in. Hendricks passing to number 2. Cross half court, passing back to Hendricks. Hendricks out to Payne. Payne out to Hendricks. Driving, passes to Deeds. Deeds with the layup to make it 19-2.
Now we have Mason passing it in for Musselman to D'Angelo. Down the court. Over to Austin. Over to Mason once again, but it's out on Musselman. Couldn't get a grasp on the ball.
He just threw it too high. He could have got it right in there if he had it just lower. Hendricks out to number 2. 2 out to Hendricks. Hendricks scanning the court, going in double coverage, passes it out to Deeds. Deeds out to number 2, driving in, just off the bucket.
Now we have 11. Austin going on the court, passes to Mason. Over to Braden, to D'Angelo.
It's a travel by Musselman. Kevin Hendricks to pass it in for the Trojans. Hendricks out to number 2. Number 2 hands it to Hendricks. Payne to Cordell. Cordell out to Hendricks. What a hit. But Trojans still score.
Now we have 11. Austin passes into D'Angelo. Over to Mason.
Stolen by number 10. Lobs it to Cordell. Cordell in for the layup. Deeds got the rebound. Puts it right through. Nothing but net. To increase the lead by 21.
Mason. Over to Mason. Back to Mason. That's a foul. Offensive foul. Defensive foul by the call by the rest. Musselman ball.
That foul coming from Cordell. Substitution.
Mason passes it in to number 13, Bentley Smith.
I don't know. What a tumble by Kevin Hendricks trying to get the ball. Deeds out to Hendricks. Hendricks for 3. Almost in there. Number 10, putting up blocked.
13, Bentley. Down the court, over to 11, Austin, out to Mason for the layup, but it is good.
Payne passing it to Kevin Hendricks. Hendricks scanning the court, going in, lobs it up to number 13, Deeds, and that's going to be a foul. A foul by the Trojans. 3 new substitutions. Number 12 coming in for Kevin Hendricks. Number 4 coming in for number 10. And 15, Smith, coming in for number 2, Cordell.
Now we have Bentley
Double dribble by Hendricks.
Passed it in, but it was no good to Musselman. Musselman once again passing it in with Austin. Passes it to D'Angelo, back to Austin. Over to 13, but it's stolen.
Smith. Smith to Deeds. Swatted by Musselman, number 1. Deeds to pass it in for the home team, the Trojans. Up by 19. Hendricks for 3. Nearly in there, just off the
That's
rim.
a steal by 22. Over to Bentley. That's a rollover, but he didn't get it.
Blocked by Deeds. Incredible defense by the Trojans so far. Only holding them to 4 points, the last quarter. 2:47 left to play. Trojans up 23-4. Musselman to take 2 foul shots.
This is Bentley's first shot, and he misses it. Bentley's last shot. And he makes it. South ball.
12 to Hendricks. Hendricks crosses half court, passing it out to number 12. Hands it to number 4. Number 4 takes a tumble and a travel by the offense. Number 12, the one guilty for that one, the travel.
This is
Hands it over to
11,
Musselman.
Austin passing it in for Musselman.
Stolen by Smith. Smith out to Hendricks. Hendricks to Deeds. Dropped right through the hands of Musselman. Deeds. Handed out to number 4, out to Smith, back to 4. Out towards the three-point line, he's going for it. Nothing but net, and that is right through to increase the lead by 21.
And we have Bentley passing it to Julian. Back to Bentley. Almost loses it. He's over the half-court line, but it's stolen.
By Deeds. Interference.
It is Musselman's ball still.
Deeds just got right up in his face and tried to take the ball. Had too many.
And we have Mason passing it into Julian. Mason. Back to Julian once again. Almost goes to 3, but he doesn't. Over to the 22. Braden. Back to Bentley. Over to 34, Mason.
Deeds with the defensive rebound, taking it down the court. Crossing half court. Right through his hands. He was trying to go for the layup, but missed. Tucker coming in for number 13, Deeds. That's the only substitution so far. 1:43 left to play. Trojans up 21 points.
Mason in for the drive, but he passes it out. And it is South ball.
Trojans have had incredible defense so far. Held Musselman to just 5 points, just a little under 2 quarters. Cordell out to 12. 12 back to Cordell. Cordell for the jumper. No good. Coach making some adjustments to the Musselman. Applemen. Tucker passing it in. Tucker. Out to Smith. Smith for the layup. Right through. Increasing the lead by 23.
Bentley into Mason. Over to Braden. Back to Bentley. Almost shoots it, but he doesn't. Oh.
Overshot it. Musselman saves it right into the hands of number 4, taking it out. Passing to Cordell. Cordell motioning number 12, passing it to number 12. Out to number 4. Back to Cordell. Out to Smith. Smith, pump fake, out to Cordell. Travel. Trojans are trying to milk out the rest of this clock, but traveled the ball late in the second quarter. 37.6 seconds, Trojans up 23.
Bentley passing it into Austin. Over to Mason. Then he passes it 22, Braden. Stalls for a little bit,
Right
and then
through the
loses it.
legs, Cordell has it.
We have almost 10 seconds in the first half left.
At this point, you should just end the first quarter by just holding the ball.
Julian down for the layup, and it's no good. We have 6.3 seconds left in the first half. It is 28-5. South is winning.
You got to talk about that Trojan defense, holding them just 5. Many blocks, many steals, many points scored. Musselman got to fix the offensive defense in that before we head into halftime here.
I agree. That is Julian's first shot, made well. It's just his second shot. He makes it as well.
Number 12, passing to number 2, Cordell. Bounce pass. Letting it roll. You should just hold the ball in this quarter. 12 for 3. Just missed. That's going to end the second quarter. We're heading to halftime. Trojans up 28-7.
That is the end of the first half. We will see you in the second half.
We will see you in the third quarter. Talk to you in 12 minutes.
foul. Hey there, South Middle School. We are starting off for the third quarter. We have Kevin Hendricks with the ball. He gets in his lane. It's 30-7 right now. Here we have Musselman.
Are you doing South or Musselman? South? Sorry for the inconvenience. Camera fell down. Deep to the rebound, out to Hendricks. Hendricks for three. Right through the neck. Morris out to 11. 11 out to 22. John Price. It's going back to the Trojans.
We have the Trojans. Kevin Hendricks passing in for the ball. Passes it to Cordell Wallace. Cordell bounce passes it to Jakari. Jakari into Cordell Wallace. And for that floater, he misses the floater. Jakari gets the rebound. And for Jordan, and he scores the layup. It's 35-7.
10 has the ball. Out to 11. Back out to Price. 34. Through his hands. They're going to say South touched it last. Johnson to pass it in. All in a line. Out to 22. Out to 10, Morris. Morris to 22. 22 to 34. Out to 5. Heinberger. Heinberger still holding it.
Evan Dees with the steal. Goes in for the layup and scores. 37-7 right now, scoreboard.
McClure to pass it in. Out to 10. 34, Price. Price taking it to 22 for the assist, and it is no good.
Rebound by Kevin. Passes it to Emmanuel. Oh.
Passing in the ball to number 10, Morris. Morris trotting, holding on to the ball out to number 22. That's Price. Price holding on to it, travel. Trojans have the ball. 13 about ready to come into this ball game. 13 in, taking Heinberger's spot. 13, Smith.
Here we have Jordan passing it into Cordo from the sideline. Cordo passes it to Hendricks. Hendricks in for the three-pointer. It's the backboard. Musselman's almost gets the rebound. And at his white ball, we have number 13, Deeds, passing in for the ball. Deeds passes into Kevin Hendricks. And he scores the leg. It's right now 41-7.
13 has it, passing it out to Morris. Morris, cross up court. Morris going in. Passing it to Price.
Dees with another steal. Drives in, passes it to Hendrick. Hendrick goes in for it, and he scores another yet point.
11 to pass it into 13. 13 holding on to it. Two defenders on him. He loses the ball. He picks it back up. Throwing it up over, stolen by 11.
Good steal by Jordan for the pass. Passes it to Hendricks, and for the three-pointer. almost scores. Evan with the rebound. And it is green ball.
You got to say, the Trojans are taking a little bit too aggressive. You're up 43-7, so just try and increase the lead by just taking shorter shots.
Yeah.
Morris crossing half court, out to Price. In for the layup by 34, right into 11.
Great steal by 11 Jordan. Jordan passes it to Cordo. Drives in for the floater. And he gets the layup.
13 to Morris. Morris holding it, shaking his head. 34 has it. Price. Blocked.
Good block by number 22, Jakari. He passes it to Hendrick. Hendrick passes it to Cordo. In for the corner shot. And he gets it.
Timeout taken. It looks to be a Trojan timeout. Trojans up 40 points, third quarter. Not even just a blowout. Trojans, whatever they're doing, it has clearly worked. Musselman needs to step up their game. 1:51 left in the third.
I mean, Trojans here are like doing 2 to 3 defense, and they're playing man defense, so where they're not going on zone defense anymore. And I feel like that's a good tactic if they're playing man defense. They can get more steals and generally get more scores if they get all those steals and blocks. Why I feel like Musselman should just work on their passing and teamwork. I mean, their teamwork is great, but I feel like they should pass the ball more around and just get ball handling. And they just need to work on that and, you know, try to drive in.
Yeah, talk about Deeds. He has been incredible. Making so many points, getting blocks, getting steals. You name it, he's done it. I think he should definitely be player of the game. He has helped this Trojan team get to where they're at.
Yeah.
45 has it across half court, out to Heinberger. Heinberger, double coverage, lobs it up to number 13 for the jumping catch. 45 has it driving in. 45 out to 13, pump fake. So out at the three-point line, out to 11. 45 has it trying to drive in. South 2-3 defense holding them. Incredible defense by the Trojans, slapping it out of bounds. Remains Musselman's ball. 13 passing it in for the Applemen. Out to number 11. Standing at the three-point line, out to Heinberger. Heinberger still at the three-point line. They've just been standing at the three-point line, and that's going to be they're going to let it go out to avoid the contact for a backcourt violation, Trojan ball.
See, that's what I was talking about. For Musselman, they keep missing up their passes.
Like we saw earlier back here in the paint when it was overthrown.
Yeah. Couldn't really catch their passes. So I feel like what Musselman should try to do is just work on passing. That's all they have to do, and they might be actually good and they, get up there.
They might be set, and look at these last 2 years for JV. 17-0 last year, undefeated, made it to the championship against North right here in this gymnasium, and took down North for the South Middle Championship back 2 years ago. Same thing, 17-0, made it to the championship. Making the look at 3 years in a row for a three-peat, 13-45.
Yeah. Good steal by Corshales. In for the layup and scores it.
Under a minute left to play in the third quarter. 13 has it, passing it down the court. Out to Heinberger. Heinberger scanning the court. Still standing at the three-point line. Number 20 on him. Playing incredible defense. Lobs it up to 13. Loses the ball for a backcourt violation. Again, that passing, something Musselman has to work on. It's going right through their hands, and they're just throwing it too high, too low, getting plenty of steals.
Yeah, Trojans are playing great defense around here. I do see the tactics. They keep going on 2-3 defense. They're not going 1-3-1. They're just going 2-3. Which to me is very good.
Yeah, Heinberger has it. Cross half court, lobs it up to 13, out to 45. 45 for the three-pointer. too high off the backboard. Number 11 has it. They're going to say it's southpaw.
It's White's ball, and we have Court Chalice. Passing it in to Kwame. Here we have Sarfo. Rush it. Passes it to number 0. In for the shot. And he misses the three-pointer. It's White's ball. We have Sarfo passing it in. Baseline. Passes it all the way out. Musselman gets a steal. Bo, here we have John, number 21. Goes in for the shot.
The buzzer beater.
Great buzzer beater by John, number 21.
That was incredible. You couldn't get a much better shot. You know, it was a bad pass right into Musselman's hands. He dropped the ball. Perfect opportunity for South to take it. Handed it to Johnny. Johnny put it up for the incredible buzzer beater shot. 51-7. Fourth quarter remaining, upcoming. The Varsity Trojans and the Varsity Applemen for an incredible game. These Varsity Trojans are the ones that have seen the championship last year and the year before last. And we were up here broadcasting last year's game, the North-South Championship rivalry. That's just an incredible rivalry. How many points are scored each quarter is unbelievable. But the Trojans holding 7 points through 3 quarters. You just gotta appreciate the defense. Musselman has a lot to work on in their upcoming game.
Yeah. Here we are in the fourth quarter. Passes it into 13.
13 out to 45. 45 for the jumper. Nothing but net.
That was a great floater by number 45. We had
Absolutely.
Chalice with the ball. And it looked like Xander, Lincoln, and Samuel and Ja are the new players to come out on court. And Xander passes it to Ja. Ja into court. In for the three-pointer. He hits the rim. It bounces off. Lincoln with the rebound for 3. Chalice in for Ja. Ja hits 3, but couldn't get it.
42 gets the rebound, passes to 13. 13. Out to 35. Over to 13. To 45. Up for the layup. Right through. Trojans' next game. Boys will be here taking on Hedgesville for the day game. Stay tuned for that one.
You have Chalice passing it into Ja. Ja passing it to Chalice. Passing it to Lincoln. Lincoln drops it off to Chalice. Shoots it. Hits off the...
Great rebound by number 13. Throwing it over to 45. Just out of range.
That would have been a great steal if 12. Ja actually got that steal.
If he could have
the
just
pass.
reeled it in, that would have been an insane steal. But instead, it's right off his fingertip. 51 for the open 3. Nearly makes it through. Bounces a few times off the rim and no good.
Here we have Xander with the ball, passing it out to Ja. They have a lot of ball movement with the Trojans. Sam barely saves it, but it is Green's ball.
Again, South has had great passes, missed a few that could have been right through, into the hands for more points. But not every pass could be perfect. 35-13, out to 45. 45 driving in. Great defense by the Trojans.
All right, we have Chalice with the ball. Drives it in, passes it to Lincoln. Great fake by Lincoln. Goes in for the shot and could not get it. I have to say, Chalice on the court right here, he's on defense. He's actually playing very good.
Yeah, I mean, he's a beast on the court, and we've seen it all night. It's a jump ball. They're going to say South has it. More substitutions, 31 in for the first time, 20 in for the first time, and 23 all in. 42 coming out. 45 going out.
Here we have for the new players.
There's
Lincoln,
and 13 going out.
Lincoln and Chalice gets out, and we have Jordan Kwame, Kai Curry, and Imari. And we have Xander still on court. Jordan goes in for the three-pointer. It hits side of the rim. Curry with the rebound. And a travel, and it's White's ball. And also a double dribble called on Musselman.
Offsetting fouls.
We have Sarfo passing it to Jordan. In for the lay. Couldn't get it. Amari gets the rebound. Passing it to Sarfo. Sarfo into Jordan. Jordan passes it to Curry. Curry in for the shot. And he gets the 2 points for the Trojans. 53-11.
23 has it. Handing it to 35. 3:18 left in the fourth quarter. 53-11. This game is just about over. And misses the open layup. Musselman saves it.
Great steal by Sarfo. He passes it to Jordan in for the left-hand layup. And it scores another 2 points for the Trojans, 55-11.
Player of the game has to be Evan Deeds. Great blocks, great steals, and great amount of points to have the Trojans where they are. 5-time the score, 55-11.
And also, I would have to give appreciation to Court Chalice. He also got a lot of steals in for the team.
Yeah.
Here we have Jordan, number 11. Fakes the three-pointer for Sarfo. Passes it to Jordan in for the three-pointer. And hits the three. 3 points up, 58-11.
23 to 35, 35 out, pass half court. 51 has it. Out to 23, playing in the three-point area. Lobs it up, blocked.
A steal by Amari, passing it to Sarfo. Great bounce pass to Jordan. He overhead pass to Sarfo, but he misses the three-pointer.
Just barely off the rim, bounce pass, 35 to 51. Out to 23, great defense by the Trojans. If he could have reeled that in and got that off where he went out of bounds, that would have been a crazy steal. 23 to pass it in. More substitutions for the Trojans.
We have Dakari, Cordo, and John in for Jordan, Amari, and Xander. Here we have it.
.35 out to 23. 23 for the cover three, nearly makes it.
We have Dakari with the ball.
Scoreboard
passing it
down
to Sarfo. In for the leg, and he gets that 2 points.
We apologize, the scoreboard is going through some issues. Score cannot be seen anymore. Don't be shocked if an official's timeout is taken for the scoreboard. 23 has it. Passing it. Handing it to 35. Out to 41.
Kai Curry with the steal. In for the layup and scores in another 2 points for the Trojans.
You ought to think Musselman has a lot to work for their next game. 37 seconds to play. 23 has it.
Screen about 30.
Out to 51. Was wide open. 23 has it again. Out to 35. Out to 51. 51. Stolen by Sarfo.
Great defense by the Trojans. 12 seconds on the clock.
You ought to just hold this one and just let the game run out. I would just let the clock. You got 4 seconds left. You can just hog this ball. And that's going to do it. The Trojans with the incredible game, putting up over 60 and
60
holding.
points. That's impressive for like the first ever game for JV.
So
I never expected this from JV, and that actually shows some good performance. Also comes from Musselman. To me, I feel like the Trojans were both good defense and offense. Same goes for Musselman, but I feel like they should just work on ball handling and their just passing skills, you know, up and down the court. But overall, all players were great in the JV game.
Yeah.
So
That's going to do it for JV. We will see you soon. Varsity coming up. Camden X-Line alongside Furkan Siddiqui. Behind the camera, Caleb X-Line, bringing this incredible basketball game to you. Final score was around 60-15. That was a blowout. Good evening, South Middle fans. Here, Musselman Applemen here at South. Varsity game. Last year, they lost at North on Valentine's Day in the playoffs. It's just going to be a great game. We saw the previous game, around 60-13, the final score for the JV Trojans to be 1-0. Musselman JV 0-1. Not every team, of course, is not going to start 1-0. Half of them are going to start 0-1. And we're going to see if Varsity Applemen can take the win or if Varsity Trojans will take the win. Scoreboard is down for the rest of the game. A manual counter will be used for the game. Score will be brought to you. For the rest of the game, you will be looking at the score timer. Again, the shot score, the shot clock, the score, it's all down. The only thing we can broadcast to you is the time. We will be looking down across the court, bringing you the score.
This is going to be a great game. So most of all of the team, Varsity Trojans, has all of the undefeated team from last year of JV and how they went undefeated. So this game is going to be insanely tough. We're now going to introduce the players.
Again, we've seen a few changes last year. Messiah Bell, the former Trojan, taking on his former team. Didn't play basketball for the Trojans. I guarantee he's excited to see the people from the south side again.
Dude, jump ball between the starters and the Applemen starters.
And starters for the Applemen, number 50, Diesel Byrne. Caden Chapman, number 4. Number 2, Jonathan Thompson. Number 21, Christian Trunick. Number 14, Messiah Bell. Jump ball, number 21, Runick versus Hudson Smith. Starters for the Trojans, 11, Nehemiah Pia, number 4, Josh Teasley, number 22, Hudson Smith, number 12, Kyrie Berry, and number 3, Jace Jays.
They're in the jump ball.
Starting out with number 50, Byrne.
Good defense already by the Trojans. We had Jace Jays right here, passing it to Pia. Pia wasn't ready for that pass, and it went out. It's now Musselman's ball.
Already starting insane. He got the turnover. The Trojans took it about halfway. Bad pass led to the turnover. Thompson passing it in for the Applemen. Out to Messiah Bell, who loses the ball, takes it across half court, holding the ball. Out to number 50, Byrne. Byrne. Out of bounds.
It's White's. Green's
Byrne
ball.
took it off Kyrie Berry's legs. Byrne passing it to number 21.
Great block by Nehemiah Pia, passing it to Josh. Teasley didn't get in for the layup. Fakes a three-pointer, backs out, passes it to Jace Jays, and blocked by number 21. Great block from the Musselman Applemen.
Incredible defense by the Applemen. That was Trunick with the block.
We have Teasley passing the ball. Passes it all the way to Berry. Berry passes it to Hudson Smith. Smith passing it to Pia. Using his force, he tried to go in for a reverse leg, but he couldn't get it. Berry with the rebound, and it's called foul.
Adjustments on the defense for the Trojans. Excuse me, offense. Two, three defense. Berry wide open. Out to Smith.
Smith passes to Teasley, in for the three-pointer, and scores the first point of the game for the Varsity.
That was an incredible shot. You left Teasley wide open. He comes to that left corner.
A steal by Teasley, passes it to Berry, and another point to the Trojans. Berry passes.
Thompson passing it to number 4. Bad pass. We've seen that in the JV game for Musselman, and now we're seeing it here with Varsity. Man, let's talk about that three-pointer from Teasley. Wide open in the left corner, shoots it up. Defense comes as soon as the ball leaves his hands. Wide open three-pointer, puts him up 5-0.
All right, we have Teasley passing it to Jace, passing to Teasley, in for the three-pointer, almost scores it. Hudson with the rebound, drives in for the layup, couldn't get it.
Nice defense by the Applemen. Byrne. Cross half court. Bell with the screen. Turnick tried to save it, but went up in the stands without the ball going back on the court. Smith to pass it in.
We have Teasley right now with the ball. Teasley passing it to Smith. Passing it to Teasley. For an open three-pointer, he misses his side.
Great rebound by Messiah Bell. Turnick has it. Way too high. That was intended for Bell, overthrown, and that was an absolute rocket.
It might look the same for the passing on Musselman.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like Applemen are playing 2-3 defense. Teasley passing it into Jace. Jace passing it to Smith. Back into Jace. Going for the open three-pointer. Did not
Turnick
score.
has it. Out to number 4. That's Sherman. 50, bounce pass to Bell. Bell nearly makes it in. Great defense by number 21.
Here we have Smith passing in the ball. Smith passing it to Jays. He passes it to Smith. Into Apia. Using his body. Passes it out to Jace. Behind the back. Passes it to Teasley. In for the three-pointer. Almost scores it. And it's a foul. Green's ball.
Right before Teasley shot it, we saw number 50, Byrne, yell as Teasley threw the ball. Timeout taken. Scoreboard is back up and working.
It's 5-0, and both fouls. Both the teams have 1 foul. So far, it's a great game. I see good offense and defense from the varsity.
It's just a lot of turnovers. Musselman again missed passes that should have been right into the teammates' hands. South has done an incredible job. Great defense, great offense. They're just dropping the ball when the ball is thrown to them, which can lead to turnovers, and you don't want to see turnovers.
Yeah. So for the coach of this season for the Trojans, we have Coach Bo, and he's been coaching varsity for about 2 years, and we have Coach Mann, who's the co-coach of the Trojans.
Byrne.
Great defense by Teasley.
Teasley dives. He's got it. Jump ball. Man, I gotta say, he was holding on to that ball like it was $1 million. Not letting Byrne get it.
All right, we got Barry passing to Teasley. Teasley into Jace. And for that shot, almost scores it. Pia passing it to Barry. Barry into Teasley. Passing it to Jace. Jace into Teasley. Teasley in for the three-pointer. It's the rim. Goes up high, and we have 21 with the rebound.
Byrne out to Bell. Bell to number 4.
And that's a pushing foul on Josh Teasley.
Back there when Teasley and number 50, when the jump ball was called, man, I think there was a little bit of trash talk by Teasley to Byrne as he just smirked. Byrne bounce pass to Trunick. Nearly falls on his feet, and he does. Jump ball. He tried to do a behind the back pass after the whistle was blown. Byrne to pass it in for the Applemen. Quarter 1, 5-0. Great defense all around for the Trojans. And Keegan Mann coming in for Kyrie Berry. Byrne bounce pass to Bell. Bell holding it. Charged
Great steal by Jace. Bell almost tried to get Jace. Keegan in for the shot, and he scores. First point for Keegan Mann.
Byrne lobs it up to number 4. Great catch by number 4. He slips and falls.
Some great defense by Waku Sarfo.
The Trojans had great defensive ball for this first quarter, allowing no points. Musselman defense slipped through, gave him 7. 4 bounce pass to Bell. Bell out to 4. Over, Keegan gets the rebound. It's out of bounds on the Trojans. It's gonna be Applemen ball. We apologize in advance if names are messed up. Byrne to pass it in. Bell has it. It's going to be an out of bounds or an illegal pass. Smith to pass it in.
Got Jace here. It's a 2-3 defense by Applemen. Starfield passing it to Smith, passing it to Jace, passing it to Mann. Great steal, almost by number 2. Smith drives in for the layup, couldn't get it.
4 has it. Redoing the pass in. It's going to be South ball instead of Musselman ball.
We have Quack.
Great defense by Byrne, taking it right from Jace. Jace got it back.
Another turnover. Passing into Quack. Driving for the layup. Missed it.
Bell with the rebound. Great defense, allowing them to not score anything. Bell passing it to number 2. Trunick doesn't get it.
it looks like it's going to be a foul.
This has just been a lot of jump balls. They're fighting for the ball. And number 21 fell right on Smith's back.
Yeah.
Teasley back in, as well as Kevin Hendricks. Jace J's out, Hudson Smith out. Byrne to Bell. Bell trying to drive in. Number 2 diving for it, and it's going to be a jump ball. The official call is south ball. Never mind, it's going to be Musselman ball. No, it's going to be south ball.
We have Hendricks passing it into Teasley. Passing it to Hendricks. Passing it to man, into Apia. Apia back to man, and for the three-pointer. It scores the first 3 of Keegan Mann for the season.
Byrne. Keegan perfect for shooting. He's 2 for 2, 1 three-pointer, 1 jumper in the paint. And it's going to be a foul. Byrne got fouled. That's 5 fouls for the Trojans, 10-0, under a minute to play here in this first quarter. Byrne's going to get 2 foul shots to at least get him on the board before the end of the first quarter. That one. Byrne's first. No good. New substitutions. Isaiah Cheek coming in.
For Kwagu Sarfa.
Second one is no good. Bell gets the rebound. They lose the ball.
Kev has the ball, passing to Cheek, in for the layup. He misses it. Bell with the rebound.
Over the hoop, Bell using his speed, driving in. Trying to get the first points. Bell has it, going in for another one. Almost gets it in there.
Teasley with the rebound.
Looks like he's just going to hold the ball to end the first quarter.
Passing it to Cheek, to Apia. Apia didn't drive into that pass and lets it fail, and now it's Green's ball. White's ball.
Man, that was great defense by the Applemen there.
Yeah. All right, Hendricks passes in to Teasley, in for the three-pointer. Teasley almost scores.
Gonna be a jump ball. Musselman's gonna have possession. With 2.6 seconds left, not much you could do other than just let the clock run out. Byrne to number 2. And that's gonna be it. End of the first quarter, 10-0, Trojans up on top. Keegan perfect, scoring half the points. He's got 5 in the game. Teasley has 3.
So far, it's a great game. We're gonna head into the second quarter with 10-0, 5 fouls from the Trojans and 1 foul from the guest side, Applemen. I like their tactics so far.
I like the passing for both teams. It's just that the Trojan defense has stopped Musselman on every drive. Bell could have got it in there. He's 0 for 2 in shooting. He could have got that in there if he tried hard enough. But the Trojans have been all over that offense, retrieving that ball and getting it the other way to get points put in. Just incredible.
How much do I have to what? We don't get paid.
Okay, so paid the food bill.
Yeah.
Welcome to the second quarter. Trojans up 10-0. Kevin Hendricks to pass in the ball.
Let's see if Trojans can go 10-0, like above. If they can keep their streak. All right, so now we have Teasley with the ball. Playing as point guard. I'm gonna pass to Cheek. Cheek passing to Teasley. Teasley into man. And that's a travel on Keegan Mann.
Here we go, Byrne to pass it in. Furkan Siddiqui, Kim, the next line up here, commentating to you. Number 0 has it. Driving to Bell. Bell pushing his way in. Not going to get there. Out of bounds by the Applemen. It's going to be Trojan ball.
We got Hendricks passing it in. One thing I do have to say on the defensive method for the Trojans, they're using 2-3, and they're not changing it like 1-3-1 or anything else. And you're just doing man defense, and I really like that, and how they just trap on one player and then trap on another player.
Yeah, it's been working this entire game. Rebound by Kyrie Berry.
Got Teasley passing it into Hendricks. Open three-pointer. Almost scores it in. Bounces out of the hoop, and it is Musselman's ball, and we have Byrne passing it in.
Bell almost got the rebound right through a Trojan hand. Lobbing it deep to Bell for the first points and a foul, and one! Incredible. Messiah Bell putting up the points, and he's going to get an extra.
That was pretty crazy by Messiah Bell.
That was insane. Kyrie Berry just got him at the last second before the ball left his hands.
That's the first foul of the second quarter for the Trojans.
He missed it. They're going to say redo. And they called it back. He's going to get to take another one.
Messiah Bell going in for his second shot.
They false started. They got him again. They took back his foul point for a fake shot. Jumped everybody off sides.
Here we have Teasley with the ball.
2-3
Passing it to
defense.
Hendricks.
2-3 defense by the Applemen.
Teasley into Jace. Passing it to Teasley in for the three-pointer, and 3 by Joshua Teasley.
They just keep leaving Teasley open. He's getting these easy jumpers. It's pretty hard to stop him. Number 1 has it.
Great defense by Hendricks.
Yeah.
He's staying on it. And that's a
Travel.
double dribble. Hendricks ball. Hendricks passing it into Teasley.
2-3 defense again by the Applemen.
He's passing it to Jace. Passing it to man. Into Hendricks. He drives in, and it's a travel. And it is
He's tripped and fell,
Green's
and he
ball.
traveled. Burden to pass it in. Bounce pass to number 0.
great D by Jace. He goes in for the layup and scores it. Great point. It's 15-2. 4
Burn
minutes
to
on the clock.
Burn to number 1. Double
Great.
coverage. Turnick has it. Out to number 1, who loses control of the ball.
See, that was great defense by the Trojans. They
Brock
trapped
Peters.
on one player. Like Joshua
Yeah.
came right behind number 1 as
New
well. Hendricks was
substitution,
playing.
2 of them. Nathan Lampkin coming in for Kevin Hendricks. And Keegan Mann going out for Hudson Smith.
This is the first time Nathan Lampkin's going to be playing for the season.
Man, Teasley and Keegan, man, have just had an incredible game. Getting wide open threes. Keegan's 2 for 2 on shots, and Teasley's only missed 1 or 2. Smith. They're calling that one on Hudson Smith. Is going to be Musselman ball. Estella to turn it in, to pass it in, giving it to number 1, Peters. Peters. Crossover. Double coverage, bounces it up. Smith with the steal.
Smith driving it in for the layup. He misses it. Barry with the rebound. Gets the rebound again and goes in for the layup. The crowd cheers for Kyrie Berry at 17-2.
This Appleman defense is really trying to get a basket, but the defense just keeps holding him. Bell for the jumper. Over the basket.
Barry has ball. He's trying to keep
They're
possession.
gonna call a
Jump ball.
ball.
And it's White's ball.
The Trojans have just been dominating with their time of possession. And
We got Lampkin passing it in from baseline. He's gonna pass it into the point guard. Goes in for a three-pointer and scores it. Just easy like that. Here we got Teasley defending on Burn.
lobs one up to Turnick. Loses the ball.
Jace, and for the right-hand layup and score. That was some great defense and offense I saw from Hudson, Jace, and Teasley.
Right out to Burn from number 0, Estella.
Another steal by Hudson Smith. He's passing it to Teasley. Teasley tried to drive in, but it went over the backboard.
Jackson
and out of
coming
bounds.
in, and so is Deeds. It's going to be a timeout taken. Man, this has just been something else. It's been a one-sided affair. Trojans up 22-2. Whatever the Applemen are doing, they need to fix it. Whatever the Trojans are doing, just keep it the same. They are just dominating.
It's kind of like repetition between JV and varsity. It's just the passing skills that
Yeah.
they can't really do it.
The Trojans clearly have been working on defense a lot. They have held the Trojans to only 2 points from the foul in the and one.
Yeah, G's with the ball. Passing to Jace. Drives in for the layup, and scores. It is 24-2.
This Appleman defense is just letting points happen. Byrne has it. Foul. Byrne to pass it in. That's going to be on Lampkin. His first foul of the night. Byrne, bounce pass to Bell. Bell going in. Coach yelled travel.
We got Lampkin passing it into Jace. Went.
Turnick has it, giving it to Peters. Peters has it, crossing half court. Peters lobs it up to Messiah Bell with the one-handed grab. Holding it, pushing through, misses it again.
Here we got G's with the rebound. Passing it down to Jackson, into Jace. Almost a steal by Byrne.
I don't even think it was an intentional steal. He was just walking past and just hit the ball.
He bounce passes it to Jackson. Passes it to Deeds. Mason cuts through, passes it to Lampkin.
Timeout taken by the Trojans. 30-second timeout. We'll talk about these teams. Bell has taken a lot of shots and has not came down with them. He's only came down with 1, and that's their only points of the game. Trojans have been dominating. The Appleman defense has just let the Trojans put up just about every single score that's been put up. Just about every single shot that went up has been in the basket. And the Applemen are not really doing anything. They're just standing there.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same scoring, right? Right now, the Trojans have a lot more points than the Applemen. So I wonder if it's just going to be the same thing how it was JV, the JV game.
Yeah, I got to say, the Trojan defense just sticking 2-3. The Appleman bad passes just going right into the other team's hands, and Jace will pass it in.
I say they should do more bounce passes. And Lampkin with a great layup after the timeout.
Estella, bounce pass to Byrne. Byrne, stolen by Lampkin. It's going to be a jump ball. Musselman's going to have possession. Great defense by the Trojans to hold it to a jump ball. Great job for Byrne keeping possession. Estella, stolen by Jace.
Driving in for the layup. Nathan, and he gets the rebound, and he gets the score.
Under a minute to play in the second quarter. Estella to Peters. Peters.
Steal by Hudson. Pass it in.
Right back. Estella has it. Too high. Hudson has it.
Hudson driving in, and that is a foul.
Smith and number 50 down, got back up. Burned to pass it in for the Applemen. 34.6 seconds left.
It looked like Hudson really got hurt in that play.
Man, Hudson has had an incredible defensive game. His second foul of the night. Number 2 to pass it in for the Applemen. Estella has it. Wide open, going down half court. He's going in to drive it in. Nearly gets it in there. Smith with the rebound.
Smith driving down the court into Jace.
Under 20 seconds to play in the second quarter.
Passing it to Jackson. Passing it to Deeds. Jackson cut through. Lampkin comes up, passes it to Jace, cuts through. Jace passing it to Hudson. He drives in for the layup, falls down. And
Number
now
2
here we have
has it. Under a second. Bell up for the buzzer beater. Just off the backboard. Halftime, 28-2. It's been a one-sided affair. The Trojans have had it, and they've scored about every single drive. And let's see what the Applemen can do to try and come back here. As we now have a cheerleader celebration for halftime. We will see you in 15 minutes. For Konsadiki and Camden next time. We will see you in the third quarter. Well, welcome back. Third quarter, Trojans up 28-2. Incredible defense and offense for the Trojans. The Applemen need to step up their game if they want to pull away with this one. Under 30 seconds left at halftime. 2 more quarters. The big Berkeley County rivalry. Going back to the JV game. Incredible defense by Evan Dietz, who's also playing here as a JV/varsity basketball player for South, as well as Kevin Hendricks. You just got to see more from the Applemen. And here we go. About ready to head. Starters for the Trojans. Number 11, Nehemiah Pia. Number 22, Hudson Smith. Number 12, Kyrie Berry. Number 3, Jace Jays. Number 4, Josh Teasley. And for the Musselman Applemen, number 1, Peters. Number 0, Estella. Number 14, Messiah Bell. And number 21, Turnick. These are all the starters for the third quarter. Smith passes it to Teasley.
Here we have Teasley passing it to Jace, drives in for the layup, misses it, and it was out of bounds on, looks like the Musselman. So now we have Jace passing it in. Jace passes it in to Barry, and defended by number 21.
It's gonna be green ball. Peters passing it in. Passing it to Estella, back to Peters. Peters crossing half court. For the 3, right down the middle, nothing but net as the Applemen make it 5-28.
Finally their second point of the game. Now you have Teasley here, and it looks like the Trojans have changed up their defense. It looks like they're gonna do 1-4. And they might be playing zone defense, but I'm not sure about that.
Estella passing it to Peters. Peters over half court.
Steal by Hudson. Passes it to Jace, but it hit way too hard. Teasley goes back out, drives in for the layup, and scores the point. It's 32-5.
Number 2 to number 0, Estella to Peters. Peters crossing half court. Peters scored the previous 3-pointer. Loses the ball. Teasley has it.
Great steal by Josh Teasley, and scores yet another layup.
Estella to pass it in to Peters. Peters crossing half court. Out to number 2. Lobs it up to Bell with the one-handed grab. That was an incredible catch.
A good steal by Hudson. He's gonna drive in, he's attacking, and that's a foul on Hudson Smith. Great block though by Messiah Bell.
Saw grab the hoop there as the hoop came down and flung back up. That's gonna be Messiah Bell's first foul of the game. Hudson for 2. Currently up by 29. Drills the first one. Smith for a second one. It's also good.
It is 36-5.
Let's Turnick to number 1, Peters. Peters to number 21. 21 driving in, makes the bucket, 7:36.
Apia into Teasley. He drives in, goes in for the layup. And ref says,
called a reset.
no.
Musselman still has it. Messiah Bell passing it to Peters. Crossing half court with the crossover. Double coverage, throws it to number 2. To Peters.
Good block by Hudson Smith, and out on number 1, it is White's ball. That was very impressive by Smith.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Peters and Smith fighting for it. It's gonna be Trojans ball. Jays to pass it in.
Jace passes it to Teasley. Bell on defense, passing it to Jace. He drives in, and he gets the point.
Peters with the ball. Bounce pass to number 2. To Bell. Bell for the layup.
Teasley gets the ball.
Turnick
Turnover
has
by
it.
21.
Estella
And it's a
has
travel.
it. Travel.
It is going to be White's ball.
Trying to get rid of it while on the floor. Just didn't happen. Whole new starting lineup for the Trojans. Keegan Mann, Kwaku Sarfo, Nathan Lampkin, Kevin Hendricks, and Evan Deeds. Keegan, we saw earlier, has 5 of the 38 points that the Trojans have with the incredible three-pointer and the inside the paint two-pointer.
Here we have Kwaku as point guard. He's going to pass it to Hendricks. Kwaku cuts through. He passes it to Lampkin. Lampkin also cuts through to Deeds. Passes it to Mann. He drives in. He passes it to Quack. And he goes in for the three-pointer and misses it. Bell with the rebound. That's steal by Hendricks. And for the layup. And scores it. And that is a foul on Hendricks. Great play by Hendricks over there.
Man, Bell had great defense. Just couldn't hold on to the ball, taking it the other way. Great play by Kevin Hendricks for the and one. .37-point lead the Trojans have. It's not looking good for Musselman. This is Messiah Bell's second foul of the night. He misses it. 21 has it. Bounce pass to number 4. Cross half court. Out to Peters. Peters out to 4. Double coverage stolen by Deeds.
Great steal by Deeds. That's what I'm talking about. They keep trapping up on one player and they get that. Lampkin in for the three-pointer. It hits the rim. Deeds in the rebound and gets the point. That is 42-7.
Man, Lampkin had it open. He was running when he took the shot. Peters out to number 4. 4, bounce pass to Bell. Bell playing the big man. Didn't get it. 21 fouled on the shot. Number 21 to take 2 foul shots. A foul occurred by the Trojans. It's their first foul. It's going to be from Evan Deeds, his first foul of the night. Number 21 to take 2 foul shots. His first one is no good. Number 15 in for the first time tonight. Taken number 0 spot. Ironic.
The crowd hyping up number 21.
He misses a second one. Bell with the great defense, and he's going to go down just about head first.
Jump ball. And it is Green's ball, and we got Bell passing it in.
Great offense by Bell to hold on to it as he nearly went down head first. Ironic. Air ball.
We got
a
Hendricks with
player
the rebound.
down.
He attacks. Passes it to Deeds. Left-hand layup. Great play by the Trojans.
It was the play taken back for an injury timeout. Number 4 down with a knee injury. That's Chapman. And he went down. He went straight on his knee. He'll be questionable to return. We will get an update later. That looked terrible. You hate to see team players go down. It's going to be a knee injury. He went down hard on his knee to Peters.
Here we got Lampkin on defense. Screen by Bell. Hendricks playing
Nearly
on
went for
D
the 3.
for
Byrne
#1.
driving in.
And that's a travel on Musselman. It is White's ball.
Taking a look back at Charman's foul, his injury, excuse me.
Nathan passes it to Hendricks from the sidelines. And to Lampkin. He's going to bounce past it to Mann. Fails
Great
it.
defense by Ironic. Going up for the jumper. He made it.
That's the 4th point that the Musselman has scored. 44-9. Here we got Hendricks going in for the shot. Misses it. Bell could not save it from going out of bounds.
Bell being really aggressive to get that basketball to try and get his team back in this game. Lobs it up. Peters has it. Great steal. Fakes out Hendricks. Passing it to Byrne. Byrne for three. Just off. They got it again. Irunic. And they're going to cancel the point. Wow. The ref shook it. It'll be no good. Byrne to pass it in. Amari Olsen coming in for Kevin Hendricks, his first time playing tonight. And that's going to be Nathan Lampkin's second foul. Bounce pass to Bell, sprinting for it. He's got it, turns it over to Kwaku Sarfo, and that's a foul. And that's going to be Messiah Bell's third foul for the night. He was playing too aggressive. He's trying to get the ball back so they can at least get some more points. He just played too aggressive and knocked Kwaku Sarfo to the floor. He's going to take two while the Trojans talk it over. His first one, nearly in there, just off the rim. Number two coming in, taking Messiah Bell's spot. Thompson. Sarfo's second foul shot. It's up, and it's right through. Irunic passing it to Peters.
Screen by number
Peters.
21 on Nathan.
Bounce pass. Irunic nearly gets it in there. Too aggressive on that layup.
We got Dees with the rebound, passing it to Lampkin. Passes it all the way down to man. Fakes it, and he misses the jump shot.
He made two of them go past him. He just couldn't get the shot in. 21 Irunic going in, misses it again. Irunic gets his own rebound, saves it, but they're going to say out of bounds.
It's out of bounds on Musselman. Here we got Nathan Lampkin passing it in. Sarfo right here.
That'll be Keegan's first miss of the night.
Sarfo passing it into Lampkin. Gives it up to Amari, passing it into Deeds. Deeds drives it in for the left-hand layup. That's a foul. Number 50 blocks Deeds' layup.
Under 21 seconds to play, 20.6. Have it by 36. Just been a powerful game. That's going to be number 15's first foul of the night. Fair. Great shot. Lewins Morales about to come in for his first time. His first time playing with the Trojans. Gotta see how he does. Deeds knocks down the second one. Lewins Morales in for Nathan Lampkin. Never mind
And for Evan Deeds.
for Evan Deeds. Byrne passing into Peters.
Let's see how Lewins Morales performs on court.
Yeah,
This is his first time ever playing for the Trojans, and it's kind of exciting to see how he performs.
Yeah. Number two has it. Great defense by Kwaku Sarfo. Peters going for three. Knocks it right through. Nothing but net. That's going to end the third quarter. Trojans up 47-12.
What a buzzer beater by the Applemen.
That was an insane deep three-pointer. We will be right back after the in-between between the third and fourth quarter. Incredible battle. Musselman Applemen at South Middle School. You just gotta hope better for the Applemen. Trojans played incredible. Now both teams gotta work on their foul shots. Musselman gotta work on their passing and gotta work on that offense and that defense, as they have let 47 points go through. And the Trojans have held them to just 12, which is incredible. So we are about to head into the fourth quarter. We have seen blocks, steals, jukes, nasty threes. Seen just about it all here tonight. The next game will be a day game, taking off at 12 o'clock. JV take on Hedgesville. It will be a boys' home game. We will be there for that as well with Nathaniel Palmer. Excited to broadcast it to you and be up here with you for the whole season. Jackson to pass it in.
We have the new going in behind the back. He gets it up to Jackson. Passes it in to Morales. Morales drives in, passes it in to Benson. Benson in for the three-pointer. It hits the side. Mari gets the rebound. Blocked by number 1, Peters.
Great defense by Peters, number 2. Has it out to number 15, Fair. Fair for 3.
Here we have Jackson with the rebound. Passing it into Lampkin. Lampkin passing it into Morales. Morales into Amari. Passes it into Morales. Morales tries to drive in. he passes it to Lampkin. In for the jump shot. Misses it. Morales with the rebound. And that's a foul. It's white ball on Laywins Morales.
And that's going to be against the Applemen. Their first foul of the quarter. Foul's going to be on Byrne. His first foul of the entire night. Amari Olsen, cover 3. Jackson gets the rebound, puts it up.
Great layup by Jackson.
Byrne to Peters. Peters across half court. To Byrne. Byrne for 3. Just off.
We have Lampkin with that rebound from the Musselman. Passes at Jackson. It hits the head of Jackson.
Right off the head of Jackson. He was not paying attention. Lampkin had a perfect pass. Jackson wasn't paying attention. And they're going to ask for the ball back as they're going to redo it. Estella in for number 15, Fair. Man, it's been ecstatic here tonight at Martinsburg South Middle School, allowing just 12 points. The Applemen allowing 49, as we've seen 2 blowouts tonight by the South Middle Trojans. Number 2 for 3, over the backboard. Bell with the rebound, charging in. He gets the layup.
Here we have Morales passing it into Lampkin. Lampkin passing it into Benson. Good handling by Benson. He passes it to Lampkin and gets the left-hand layup. Good attacking by Lampkin.
Incredible offense by the Trojans. Lampkin putting it in. Peters has it, crossing half court.
Great defense by Benson.
The number 2, Jackson on him. Double coverage. Out of bounds on the Trojans. It's going to remain Applemen ball. Nehemiah Pia to come in. He's going to take Mason Jackson's, Nathan Lampkin's spot. All the substitutions are brought to you by South Middle School. Byrne to Peters. Peters out to number 2. Number 2 to 50, Byrne. Byrne, jump ball. Musselman's going to keep possession. Now, Coach Boat has had this team working, and they're showing it here. Peters, fake out. Byrne has it off the feet. It's going to be a kick ball. And it's going to be Trojan ball. Morales to pass it in. Number 21, Irunic coming in for number 50, Byrne.
Morales passing it into Benson. Passing it to Amari Olsen. Olsen passing it to Morales. Passing it into Apia. Apia into Benson. Benson in for the three-pointer. He
Too
misses
high.
it.
Peters with the rebound. Out to Bell.
Good steal by Morales. He tries to pass it to Benson, but it's out on number 2 for the Musselman.
Great defense by the Applemen. Slapped the ball, tried to get it back, but they couldn't do it.
Here we had Morales passing it in.
Trojans take a timeout, a full timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. This has been quite the job by the Trojans. It's insane that this is only Coach Boat's second year. Trojans are going to try. These players will receive a championship for all 3 years if they win this year. They're looking great to become 1-0. Their next game against Hedgesville, day game. Jackson to Benson. Benson.
Passing it to Morales. Morales into Jackson. Drives it in. Tries to get delay.
Irunic has it. Passing it to Peters. Peters for 3. Nearly in there. Morales with a great rebound.
Passing in to Benson. All the way down to Jackson, but Bell gets
into
it.
Bell's hands. Bell. Irunic saves it. Throws it to Peters. Peters for 3 again. Misses it. Bell jumped too early. Benson has it.
Benson getting trapped by Bell and Irunic. And Apia falls. But Apia gets his steal. Passes it into Morales in for the lay. And he gets it for the Trojans. First point of the season. Great play by Apia and Morales. Here we have 3 to do defense.
Peters has it. I gotta say, look at back. Estella and Irunic fighting for the ball on the same team caused Apia to get it and caused another score.
Here we have Cheeks passing it to Sarfo. In for the jump shot. And swishes it.
It's going to be for 2. Estella to Peters. Under 2 minutes to play here at South Middle School. Peters to Estella. Estella back to Peters. Peters double coverage. To Irunic, the center. Out to Estella with the one-hand grab for 3. Doesn't quite get there. Kwaku taking a tumble. It's going to be a foul.
Hard fall from Sarfo.
Sarfo got pummeled on his back. And Irunic's going to take 2 foul shots. Previous time he was here, he missed both. Let's see if he can drill them both this time. Irunic's first shot is no good again. He is 0 for 3 in foul shots in this half. Irunic's second shot, all the pressure. It's up, and it is no good again. He is 0 for 4. Irunic gets the ball back. Fighting for it, charge, and they're gonna call a charge.
It's White's ball.
Take back the points, the charge on Irunic.
That was a good attack by Irunic.
It was just the charge. That's a second foul.
Here we have Sarfo with the ball.
2-3 defense by the Applemen.
He's gonna pass it to Morales. In for the 3-pointer. He misses it. Sarfo tries to bounce pass it to Pia. Pia couldn't get it.
Estella. Estella trying to go all the way. Can he? No. Blocking foul. Estella for 2. That's the second foul for the Trojans tonight, and that's going to be the first foul.
She could have almost got that ball. He should have just dived in for it.
Yeah, he had a chance. That's the first foul for Isaiah Cheek on the night.
Yeah.
Estella for 2. It's up, and it is no good. These foul shots for the Applemen have not been great. They have missed about every single foul shot.
Yeah. All right, hey, here we have is the new Benson substituting for Amari Olsen.
Estella's second shot right through the net to decrease the lead by 40.
Sarfo almost trips, passing it in to Morales. Morales bounce passing it into Cheek. Cheek passing it into Benson. Isaiah cuts through, passing it into Pia.
Stolen by Irunic, coast to coast. Can he do it for the layup? And it's right through. Under a minute to play here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Sarfo with the ball, passing it into Morales. Passing it to Pia. He gets blocked.
Great defense. Bell's gonna have it. They're fighting for it. Man, Bell trying to get that ball for his team, but they're gonna remain. It's gonna remain Trojans' ball. Man, he was fighting Apia for that ball, knocked Apia to the ground. Apia still had the ball in his hands. As Kwaku Sarfo passes it in.
Great layup by Morales. His second point of the season. Great layup by Morales.
Peters.
Let's see if the Trojans can score 60 points.
Too high by Ironic and too far to the left. They're going to take it back. They're going to say Applemen ball, Estella to pass it in. Estella calls break, bounces it to Bell right off his feet, too low.
It's a White's
Trojan
ball. Let's see if the Trojans can score up to 60 points in 23 seconds. To me, it's not really possible, but they could only score 3.
At this point, you just want to run as much clock as you can just to end this game.
Pass it to Benson, in for the three-pointer. Oh, and it's super close.
Great
Bell with the ball.
rebound by Bell, less than 6 seconds to play. Bell, coast to coast, doesn't do it. Ironic with it, doesn't score, and that's gonna be game. The Trojans take the win, 57-17.
2 fouls on both sides. Great game by the
Great
varsity
game.
and JV.
Varsity Trojans 1-0. Musselman Applemen 0-1 as an absolute blowout game. Camden Exline, Furkan Siddiqui behind the camera, Caleb Exline. We'd like to thank all of you for watching. This is a Trojan spectacular at home. You get the win. You showed dominance. And you take the win by 40 points. As we saw in the last game, the final score is 60-13. Just absolutely showed the Applemen what they need to work on. And it wasn't hidden at all. Applemen need to work on passing, free throws, defense, and offense. Trojans were just about spectacular. Definitely could work on their free throws as well, but they're perfect everywhere else. And
Yeah. Overall, the Trojans to me are a great team, and to me, Musselman are also a very great team. You know, just both of them just got to work on their mistakes that they had to do, because you learn from your mistakes. And I mean, this is the first match ever between the Trojans and Musselman. So
yeah, it doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you finish. I mean, the Musselman could very well come back to win the championship, and South could very well lose their game on Monday, as the South side hopes they don't. Musselman, they could have done a lot better. They need to work on their passing 100%, and they need to stay. They just constantly shot threes. They were really aggressive with it. Trojans were quite aggressive too in JV. They just kept shooting threes, and they could have just taken twos, shot some threes here and there. But overall, great game. We will see you Monday. Hedgesville boys coming to South Middle School for the first day game. We will see you then. Nathaniel Palmer, Furkan Siddiqui, Camden Exline, behind the camera, Caleb Exline. This is Martinsburg South Middle School basketball.